Well, hello there. This is Mama Jane's husband, and this
is Mama Jane.
And Mama Jane, what did you get up to yesterday?
Well, I supported my husband in his quest. You see, he likes a quest, does Mama Jane's husband. So yesterday decided, in his infinite wisdom, there are apparently how many?
16.
16.
We found out that yesterday.
16 hot tubs, jacuzzis, call them what you will. The big round things that have warm water and bubble. And so he decided he would not only find them all, but try them all. Why? Anyway. So off we went, and the first one that oh, by the way, I did not try them all. I did the first 4, but then, and we did explain to people why he was getting in and out very quickly, and yeah, anyway, so they didn't think he was a total crazy person. Even if he is. So, what's happened? The first ones were in the Skydome.
Yes. So
tell us about the Skydome.
Well, there's 2 hot tubs in the Skydome. They're diagonally opposite each other, with the pool between them. And we went. I went in one of them, and you didn't go in the other.
Didn't go in the other. No,
you didn't. You stayed in.
I stayed in
the first one. And the advantage of the Skydome ones is the atmosphere is very warm, so it doesn't matter what the weather is outside.
Because it's got like a big dome
above it,
a glass dome,
and it's quite a cool area because in terms of sort of it's not cool as in cold, but it's a cool
cool
area.
Trendy.
But it's got it's called something called Taste, which is poolside food, so you can have burgers, hot dogs, pizza and chips there. It's got a bar, obviously it's got a bar, and it's also got a little ice cream place and a coffee place, so you can have ice cream and coffee in this area as well. So it's a nice area. And at night, they always have the pool shuts at 5, and then they have a band on 3 times at night. And some nights they have aerial displays. We haven't seen that yet, so we're looking forward to it. And then from the
but you've got to be a bit more detailed about it.
Okay.
You're the geek, but. These are standard, what you would imagine hot tubs, jacuzzis to be. Yeah. They seat 8 and they are just round and bubbly. Oh, that's the thing. Often you have to switch the button to make the bubbles come yourself. No, not on Iona. They're automatically on like a cycle. They bubble for so long, stop for so long, bubble, you know. So that's, yeah, that was a bit different.
Now, the thing I've noticed about the hot tubs in the Skydome is there's only one rail to hold on to as you get in and out.
Which if you're a bit...
So if you're a bit wobbly, 2 rails are better. Okay.
I'm trying to
keep you
serious about it.
And then from the Skydome, there's 2 stairs that take you up to higher decks where you can sit inside the Skydome, but also lead to doors out on to deck 17, and either side as you exit the Skydome, there's on each side of the ship there are another 2 hot tubs or jacuzzis, whatever you want to call them. And again, I went in one of these with Mama Jane, and they were a bit nippy, weren't they?
Once you're in water,
yeah,
they weren't warm. Yeah.
And
they were standard.
They were standard as well. Yeah, standard. Again, only 1 rail. I think there was only 1 rail to get in and out. But one thing I noticed about both these areas is there wasn't much seating space around them. Generally, there's good seating availability outside on this ship, but around these 2 jacuzzis, there weren't a lot of space. So that was the downside. And then, if you go up from deck 17 to deck 18, there's another pair of hot tubs either side of the ship. Now, you didn't come up here with me, did you, Mama Jane? No.
I was reading my book.
You were already parked up.
Because my idea of a fabulous day is to sit and read uninterrupted.
So these are quite nice. I quite like these up on deck 18. There's some ambience presence there. It is a big word, and I really like them. One does have a disadvantage that it's not too far from a smoking area, designated smoking space. I didn't smell any of the smoke, but you do have to walk through it to get to it.
So if you do have an issue with cigarette smoke, don't.
You could go all the way round to do it, but so that's a bit of a pain in the butt, really. But apart from that, they're not too nice jacuzzis outside. Again, they're standard 8 berths, but they have got rails both sides.
As in 2 rails.
2 rails to hold on to, so I like them. And then I went and found Mama Jane had parked herself on the aft of deck 16. So then I went and found her, and you got in one of those hot tubs with me, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, and they're quite nice hot tubs, aren't they? They were. Again, they're the standard hot tubs.
They were.
8 berth. And I can't remember how many rails these got.
I think there were 2.
Yeah, I think there were 2 as well.
2.
And but there's a beautiful bar in the middle of them as well, so that's good. Lots of bars. There's more bars than hot tubs.
Now, if we were doing all the bars in one day,
we'd be drunk as skunks.
2 days.
Okay, well, that could be a challenge.
Prosecco in each day.
You could have a Prosecco crawl, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Perhaps coming home we'll do that. Okay, and we'll do the video straight after it, okay? Yeah. So that's the first 8 jacuzzis. And I quite like these on the back. If you've seen previous videos, you'll all know that I like the after ships. And so we did them. And then the rest of the hot tubs are down on deck 8. Now, deck 8 is a promenade deck, and it's I would say it's a quirky promenade deck. It does mean you can walk all the way around the ship, and it's got some beautiful seating areas, hasn't it? And it's got some quirky hot tubs. So either side of deck 8, there are some square hot tubs, and there's 3 either side. This square, and they seat 3 people, and they have got vertical steps to get in and to get out. So you basically got to climb a ladder to get in them, and you have to climb a ladder to get out of them. So they're more like swimming pool steps, standard swimming pool steps, than you normally get in a jacuzzi. And there's, like I said, 3 either side, and they're glass panelled, so you can see directly out onto the sea.
It's scary.
And I'll drop some. I even took some video underwater in some of them because I wanted to see if you could. So I did. They're very now. Mama Jane here, she is very keen on keeping the shower screens at home clean. So you have, what have you got? Explain what you do.
When?
With the window screen.
Oh, no. Yeah, where we used to live, it was very hard water, and that was a trial to keep the you people, particularly ladies. I'm going to be very sexist, but particularly ladies will know what it's like trying to keep a shower screen clean in a hard water area. Where we live now is a soft water area, so my
But you have one of these things that you
squeegee.
A squeegee.
Squeegee
right?
thing.
Okay.
But no, we used to spray stuff in the hard water. Yeah.
Well, P&O obviously don't do this because at the water level in these hot tubs, they've got this frosting on them already. It's only a year old, this ship, And well, you know, some would describe it as scummy, and some would describe it as a stain. But actually, if you do what Mama Jane did every day and clean them
Hey,
with a screwdriver,
I'm not starting.
then it wouldn't happen. So it doesn't really detract, but it does alter your eye line when you're looking out of the jacuzzis. I still enjoyed them, and there is quite cool. Sitting in the pool, it's like an infinity pool, but it's not quite. But I did enjoy the experience, especially when then I sat on the floor on one of the jacuzzis, so I was underwater and I could look out through the water. So that was quite an experience. So there's 6 of them either side, and I'll drop some pictures in of each of them. Now, when you're in them, you get to realise that Deck 8 is quite quirky.
It's, well, we've read various blogs and vlogs and boards and things about these balcony cabins on Deck 8. Well, it's weird because some of the balcony cabins, if I have a balcony, which we don't now, but if I did, I want to be able to see out of it. But if they're on, I'm not explaining this very well, am I? They are on the deck. On the
boardwalk.
On the promenade, not boardwalk.
Promenade.
And the glass, which you would normally see out of and see the sea, is frosted, so you can't see out of it if you sat down. Certainly, you know. No. But people walking past, not me because I'm not that tall, but anybody who's a bit taller than me can see
right through
into your balcony and actually through your cabin. And I think that is weird.
It is weird.
Why would you? And so whilst I read about it and thought, oh, it can't be like that, it is like that. So I have no idea who designed it. I have no idea who thought that was a good idea. Please leave us comments if you have had one of these balconies, and if you liked it, and if you did, why? Because I cannot understand how anybody would. And the seating that's on the deck, the back of the chairs goes right up to your glass cabin, the balcony thing, and I think I cannot. But please, I am intrigued because I'm sure I'm missing the
design.
I'm sure I'm missing the design
feature.
Thing. Yeah, because I cannot see it. But then I am only a normal person. I'm not a designer. I'm not a ship design expert.
You're just Mama Jane.
I'm just Mama Jane, you know, and that's as much as I think.
So we're up to 14 jacuzzis at this point. So where are the last 2?
Where are they?
They're on the back of Deck 8, aren't they?
On the back of Deck 8. Now this is where the whole thing becomes quite a different thing, because these are huge and they seat
18.
18. Everybody sat
they are magnificent.
Everybody sat in their underwear in warm water. No, swimming costume.
Yeah.
But they actually there weren't 18 people in. But
I was in on my own on one of them, and but they've got a magnificent bar in the middle.
Yeah, they are.
And they've
lovely
got some
seating.
really lovely seating.
Yeah.
And it's a great area. I really like this area. And the other advantage of this area is that it goes into the clubhouse, which is a big seated area where there's acts on during the evening, and I bet it's used in the day for quizzes and stuff. But it's you can get into the clubhouse from the back, which again I think is a good design.
Yeah.
But I love these jacuzzis, and I think they're probably my favourites.
And they were all working.
Yes, all 18 jacuzzis working.
You know, sometimes we've been on ships, haven't we? And they may have 5, but only one is working and one's nearly working. Yeah. So it doesn't matter the number. It's
they're all working.
They're all working. Yeah.
So that was yesterday. My Jacuzzi Crawl.
And if you'd like to make any comments about his mental state, please make it below. But yeah.
So anyway, my skin is slowly recovering after spending about 4 or 5 hours in total
chlorine.
In the hot tubs yesterday. Anyway, today we've not been in yet, But guess what we're going to do next? We're going in a hot tub. But only one, not 16.
And only him.
So it's a goodbye from
me.
and it's a goodbye from
Him.
goodbye.
Bye.